link off, right? Well, to Miracle Makers, because I need to get Lauren's unit in my project broadcast. It doesn't sync. I pay somebody to sync them. So they sync all the time. So awesome. All right. Well, welcome to our amazing July. Happy Mary Kay New Year. Everybody raise the roof. Woo! It's so exciting. Man, I had so much fun. Okay, that's not necessarily true. I did have a lot of fun on June 30th. I mean, there were people coming out of the woodwork, working their businesses, racing for goals. Like it was so fun. I will never do it by myself again. Ever. Okay. So like it has to be done. Like people are coming to my house and getting on Zoom and we're working together. Like can never do this by myself again. It was so much fun though. Let me close the door. Hold on a second. Sorry. Eli has friends over, so I want the door to be closed. But anyways, like I couldn't even breathe. And I just want you to remind me that never again will I have a party on June 30th. I did it last year. It was the only one that held. And it ended up being a facial last year. And I was crazy. And then I was like, oh, it's just a 15-minute messenger party. But that's when all the consultants were calling. That's when former consultants were calling. That's when orders were flying through. That's when everything was happening. It was wild to say the least. And so, listen, you local people, you can go and get your butts in my house, okay? Adam will cook for us. Nana will come. Like, it's going to be amazing, okay? And our Zoomy girls, it's going to be so much fun. Anella, oh, she can't hear me yet. She's connecting her audio. So literally, we are never shutting down a year alone again. And so, oh my gosh, hi, Anella! Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you guys. So, with it being our brand new year, okay, our brand new year, there are just so many things to go over. There's so many things to talk about. There's so many things to celebrate. There's so many things that, like, just like we do on January 1st, we set the tone for the year, right? And it's not going to all happen in the next 41 minutes, okay? It's not. It's going to take intentional conversations. It's going to take you taking time to dream and to think. And it's going to take me also, I've already started putting it together, but putting together a link for you that's like, here is what our consistency program is. Here is what we focus on for the year. Here is what you want to be thinking about. Here is what you can track. Here is how you can win, all of those kinds of things. But I have a big announcement to make. I am so excited. I have been adopted by National Sales Director Emeritus Linda Tupin. I know. Like, first of all, it's amazing because I need a mentor, I need a leader, I need somebody consistent, right? But when I tell you this woman, she is a pioneer giant in Mary Kay. We'll listen to her choices at some point. I'm going to give you guys a link this week, okay? That I want you to listen to. It is her choices CD from back in the day. It's how how her entire area to this day still recruits, okay? And builds people. And the thing that is so amazing about her is I've never been able to be in her area. I've never been able to, like, it is like God's divine timing and provision to be adopted by Linda Tupin. So like here's the crazy thing. Like I have to turn my numbers in every single week. I have to turn my numbers in every single month. I know. And I have to turn in your numbers. Uh-huh. Because I'm supposed to be building people that want more. And I have to take those people that want more, and I just spit everywhere. You see that was precious. Not only do direct whatever, like she does a newsletter that we are going to, Debbie is going to do it every single month, which we're going to go over like what you need to do. Some of you already filled it out. I'm really proud of you, that month in recognition. But like I got to submit when you hit a certain threshold, okay? When you hit a certain threshold in your business, I am allowed to include you into the numbers that I turn in, and you get put in that Tupin national area recognition. Like, can I just raise the roof for a hot second? Can we please just raise the roof for a hot second? Okay, because that was awesome. That, my friends, was so stinking cool to do. to submit some of you. So I'm so proud. So in the month of July, sometimes, yes, that's my vacay month. So I was just on vacation. I was on vacation from July 1st until today at 3 o'clock. Okay. And the whole time, and it was amazing. And I had my sister, my Adam's sister's family came down. They're our favorite people to like vacation with, and we did a staycation. It was so fun. And then today I went to the beach, Trip and I, and my little nephew's birthday was today. And he got a surfboard, so we all went surfing. I got up 3 times, y'all. What? Hello. Okay, we really was like 2.5, but I was up for 2 seconds before I fell on the one of those that third one, so it does count. Okay. Also, I feel like I ran a marathon, so there's that too. Okay. And so, anyways, all that to say, being intentional in your time is so important, okay? And dreaming and thinking about the new year. And there's some things that I want to go over with you, but I'm really going to go over a lot with you through Voxer and Facebook in the next 48 hours, okay? Now, we're making a new Voxer, okay? We're making a new Voxer. I am going to practice and see if I can put a link to the new Voxer group in the Voxer group for you to click and join. And if that works, great. If not, then I'm going to have either Debbie or Susan add you to that Voxer group, okay, for the new year. There's just some people that are, they're customer pluses and personal use consultant, like they don't need to be in that Voxer and it can get annoying. And I want a new fresh Voxer, okay? We're also going to be separating into groups that are working, because I don't need to be putting a lot of things in the big Voxer when it comes to training and moving up and things like that. It just needs to be, it's going to be an elite group. Okay. So are you excited? I'm excited. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to have Junebug speak. And she's going to talk about her little mystery thing that she did, her mystery sale, that I thought was brilliant. Slash, I don't really understand it, but it seems brilliant. And so does Debbie. So June, tell us a little bit about what you did.
Well, I can't take credit for it because Lauren did it. She created this flyer and sent it to me, and I just decided, okay, I'm going to do it. I just put it out on Facebook, and you get $100 worth of products for $50. And we were doing this trying to get wholesale up. Well, my two people that responded on July 1st. So I just looked through, and they could either get body care, makeup, or skincare. And both of mine said, "Oh, I'd like a combination." So I just did them $100 goodie bag, and it got one of them was a customer just down the road. She buys from me all the time, but she's not on a lot of different products. So I was able to get her own. I sent her a primer, eye cream, it's lipsticks, things that I had in hand. So I got to move
Mhm.
product. So I was glad of that and got her own some new product. Matter of fact, I dropped hers off this week, earlier this week or last week. And I realized a while ago I left her somebody else's makeup. So I texted her and I said, "Oh, Sonia, I left you the wrong package." She was out of town, and she's coming by to swap it. And the other lady's really never bought from me, but she's been on Facebook with me. So she's getting an eye cream, a booster, a hydrating booster. Oh, I'm trying to think what else biggies they're getting. But they're both over 50. So they need eye cream and boosters.
Love it. I love
So,
it. And then you can book that girl that hasn't bought for you. Like you could book her to do an updated facial,
oh,
like
she wound
always
up.
turning them in.
Instead of figuring out her 100, I had pulled stuff that I thought she needed, and it was like $145. So she took that one at half price. Plus, she ordered contour and foundation.
That's so cool. I love it, June. So
So,
I love it. So mystery boxes, it's a great way to spoil your clients. Yes, yes, Lauren, spoil your clients, but also move product to get new things. Brilliant. I love it, June. Well, and all of that with packing up two houses and all the things, and you were still such an integral part of the Leading by Faith's massive win in June. So congratulations, June. Yay, June, June, and June. Get it?
yes.
June, June, and June. I love it. We have a month for you, baby girl. We have a month
That's
for
right.
you. It's the month of champions. I mean, come on. Like, what's happening right now? This is so fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. And so we're going to give you some wordly awesome advice today before I go through some important things with you. And we're going to talk about this word. I want you to write this word down. Ready? Write down the word. You're going to write down a couple words. Okay. Write down the word vision. Okay. Dream, strategy, action, and tracking. Okay. Vision, dream, strategy. I was like, what did I say? Action. I haven't eaten dinner, y'all. Okay. Action and tracking. Okay. These are some things that this business, like lean into me real quick. This business, we know changes lives. We know that that is the factor, the filter, the it of what we do. Whether we make $1 or we make $1 million, it does not matter at the end of the day. When your heart and your sole purpose is to serve, that is where God takes care of all of the results. Okay. That's what we do with this business. Now, with that said, I want you to think this year as we beat our best. And y'all, we had the best June. We beat our June. Like it was so fun. So fun. So, like, as we truly build and have our breakthrough year by consistency, okay, I want you to be thinking of these words and the power of those words and what those look like. Because this business is simple. Mary Kay Ash herself said, keep it simple, sweetie. Okay. And there's just so many things for you to be able to plug into. But what you need to know is that a tracked number grows. Write that down. And you've heard me, those of you that are my OGs, you know that. If you just hope and wish and try, you're not going to build a business. Okay. You can build a business in 3 hours a week. You can build a business in 4 hours a week. You can build your business in 10 hours a month. I don't care how you do it. Okay. But you have to track. You have to create a goal that you are going for because what's going to happen is what are we building? We are building first and foremost, hands down, client bases. Your client base. Hey, Roro, and Mama loves you. You are building a client base because everything comes from that. You cannot move up into your red jacket like Debbie and Ann Mixon are. Whoop, whoop, just saying, just saying. Okay. You cannot move into your red jacket and build your team if you do not have clients. The best team members come from your client base, and the best team members come from your hostesses. You want to have a team that runs with you and sees the value of building a business. Recruit your hostesses. Not everyone will recruit with you, and that's totally fine. But recruit your hostesses. They're the ones that aren't just going to sign up for a discount. They're the ones that are going to run with you and alongside of you and do what we do. Number one, we build our client base deep and wide. Okay. My mother-in-law is so stinking funny. She says, if you don't send me the price for my order, you're in trouble. I'm waiting, not so patiently. It's really funny. Okay. So with that said, like I said, is it's building your customer base deep and wide. And the track that you do that, I want you to write customer base. Okay. And then I want you to draw an arrow down from that. And I want you to write power program and star consultant program. The two OGs that when you are focused on building and hostess program. Okay. Those are the things that when you are building your client base, you do it through a hostess program. When you do, when you do that, then you are constantly building those other buckets, okay, and other places to win. And then we share the opportunity. But a tracked number grows. You have to choose a track. And I have a lot of things to show you really quickly, but I want Randy to tell you what tracking means to her and why she thinks we need to embrace the ich, because it's not fun. Okay. Listen, if I had to rate myself on an A, B, C, D, E, F scale for tracking last year, I would put myself at a B minus. Okay. A B minus. That's not good. Okay. That's like not feeding your family every week. Okay. Every day. Okay. Like I mean, that's how important tracking is to have something to track, have a goal, something to work towards. Okay. Are you always going to hit this goal here? No. Did we become a Cadillac unit? No. But did we grow and we had a lot of momentum? We had a lot of amazing. Yes, we did. Okay. We're freaking premier plus 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 because we were inches away. Okay. The company even asked me, they were just like, Monique McIntyre, inches? I was like, I know. I know. And I'm really sad because I thought that they would have they because we were inches away, they literally I didn't I like kept as a Cadillac unit in the computer. Like it was stupid. And which we're not. And so I'm like, I need to order my car. And I should have ordered my car by now. And I'm like, can you just get it done by like 7 o'clock Eastern time? Because I really want to order the car with my unit. Okay. So you're gonna have to do it with me on Facebook, okay? Or Zoom or whatever. Okay, but anyways, moving on. And so tracking is important. So listen to Randy as she gives you her wisdom on tracking. Ready, set, go.
Okay. Um, or so I would give myself a D minus in tracking this year, which is still passing in the state of Florida. But so I passed. However, I didn't see how far I could have gone, and I didn't see how far I slipped off or why I slipped off. So I had no reasoning for, of course, the Jets. Yeah, if it gets too loud, I can't reach the window, so you're gonna have to suck it up.
It's okay.
Um, yeah. So the importance of tracking is so you can see how you failed, which you're not failing because you're still working actively towards it, and see where you can improve. And also, so Monique or Lauren can tell you where you messed up, which is super helpful for me because a lot of times if I say I've reached out to everyone that I know, and yes, and we're winning, but if I think I've reached out to so many people, but I don't have a bubble tracking sheet, then I'm kind of calling myself out because I've really reached out to 3 people on Facebook and 2 of my family members. That's not everybody I know. I'm clearly not putting people on there because I don't want to be accountable. I don't want to feel that conviction or that they're going to judge me. That chicken list. I'm not being accountable to myself, and I'm not being accountable to my accountability partner Christina or my mentor Monique. And that's a me problem that I'm working on this year, and that's the only reason that I'm going to get so far this year is because I owe them tracking. And now that I know Monique's numbers are on the lines, I have to do it because it makes me sweaty thinking about it. Any, Anything specific you want me to talk about, like successes I've had in the track?
No. Yeah. Well, oh yeah. Talk about like your that March that you tracked it like nobody's business.
Yeah, my first year in, I'm pretty sure when I got red in like a month and a half, it's because I was intentionally tracking every single face that I was doing. Hi, baby. Can't see her. Every single face that I was doing, every single thing that I sold, and followed up with all of those people and booked them for separate appointments. It's like I was participating in the full circle program, and imagine that it works. And it was really good because these people who are your hostesses watch you make money off of their friends and family, and they're like, wait a second, I have more friends and family that I could either give you more money or I can use for myself. And so they can run alongside you. And that's the big part of team building that I love is you focus on the it's we get to run together. We're not against each other. Those aren't like, oh, well, those are my people because I sold them product first. Monique's always on the phone with them and being like, no, they're your family. So you're going to have automatic built-in customers with them. And I wouldn't be like, no, I have to have your mom because she's on my repair set. I'm sorry. Like, how stingy would that be? And I love that that's the heart of Mary Kay, is getting to run with your sister consultants, because there are billions of people in this world and not all of them know about Mary Kay yet, which is still crazy to me.
Right?
Yeah,
Bananas.
it's
Absolutely
bananas.
bananas. Yeah. And so thank you, Randy. Let's raise the roof. Woo! We are going to be hashtag tracking ninjas. Okay. That is a theme that will be running through our unit. And so literally, it's going to be a game changer. So there's a lot of different programs. So I'm going to come up with this link for you that's going to say, hey, Moses, I'm going to come up with this link for you that's going to say, hey, these are the because in the end, well, not in the end, in the simplicity of what it is. Okay. And again, this is really hard to kind of comprehend when you have not made a goal and know what track you should run on. And that's where Lauren and I come in, where we will show you which track works best for you based on what you want to get out of your business. Not in what you think you can accomplish, but what you really want and you're willing to work for, right? And so I'm going to show you really quickly. So this right here is it's our planner, okay, that I finished making it today. But you can actually earn this planner from me and Lauren with a 600 wholesale this month, which everybody does 600 wholesale in July, because we're starting the year off the right way. So you will get this printed from us. And when you are a $1 million achiever with 1,000 wholesale, you get it bound, but it's awesome. So check this out. So this tracking is, you got to have your what's it called? Your month view. And then here is the power program. Okay. It is simplified from last year. We have a perfect start, a power start, and a power start plus. Okay. Now, can y'all see this? Yes. Nod your head. Okay. Perfect. And this is where you track everything. These are new faces. So when you book them, when you hold your appointments, whether they're parties, whether they're facials or double facials, like if it's one person, that's a facial. If it's two people, like I did a double facial with Esmeralda and her friend Susie, right? And Esmeralda is a rock star new consultant on right now. Her camera's not on because she's driving home from work, but still, it was a double facial. So this is where Randy was talking about, you see where you're missing, but you also see where you're winning. So when you share the product with somebody, you get to write, and the opportunity, you get to write their name down here when they're a face. Okay. Then the date, did you sell, how much did you sell to them? Did you book the Q&A? Did you hold the Q&A? When is her next appointment? I write if she's a host or just a solo face. How many referrals did you get from her? And then did she sign up? Okay. This numbers. Okay. I want you to write this down. Numbers don't lie. They take the emotion out of it. It is what it is. They don't lie. And Mary Kay is magical. But look at my face. It's math, magical. The math happens. When the math happens, the magic proceeds, right? Like it's mathematical. So a perfect start, and because again, what are we trying to do? We are trying to, number one, build our customer base. So I want you to write this question down that you need to really think about. We all do. How many new clients do you want to build in these next 12 months? How many new clients do you want to build in these next 12 months? Is it only 5? That gives you 60 new clients. Is it 15? That gives you 180 new clients. Like, how many new clients do you want? If you're seeing 30 faces a month, you potentially, okay, okay, so look at this. If you do a perfect start, 15 faces, and if every single person becomes a new client, that is 180 new clients in your customer base. If 90%, if 50% of those people reorder at 90 people at $100, say they just reorder, I'm not even talking about original business, that's $9,000 in sales. That's $4,500 potential dollars in your pocket. Okay, do you see where I'm going from this? So a perfect start is 3 parties or 15 faces, 5 coupon Q&As. That's working full circle because 1 in 5 people will join your team. And that, look at me, that diversify, like I want you to look at me, not like in a rude way. I mean, like, check this out. This is real. When you are recruiting from your facials, from your parties, that is a strong team. And you're making a 50% profit working your business, but you're diversifying your income and building your team. The sales is money right then and there. Building your team is money for a lifetime. You know how much money Tammy Schissel has made from Monique McIntyre? You know how much money? That girl was crazy that she didn't stay in her red jacket at an 8%. My wholesale last month alone was a couple dollars shy of 3,000, and I sold it all. Okay, minus 13 of the extra things that I bought. Okay, let's be real. Okay, because I needed to get that just done and I needed that barrier restores on my shelf like nobody's business. Okay, but like, do you see where I'm talking? Do you see what I'm saying? What if you recruited a director and then you had that lifer in Mary Kay? So if Tammy wouldn't have gone into T status because she officially lost me as a team member, that sucks. Okay. As a senior consultant, she would have profited $118 from me last month doing nothing. If she was a red jacket, she would have profited $237. You see what I'm talking about? So it's like diversifying your income is huge. Okay. So the track that you're running on is a perfect start, a power start, or, and honestly, like a perfect start, 3 parties, and a party is 3 is a hostess plus 2, or it could be bigger, it could be smaller. Okay. 6 parties, that's 2 parties a week. Really, not even. It's 1 to 2 a week. Okay. If you're looking at a power start, that's 2 a week, and maybe 1 week you have 3. You know how many times I have multiple parties on one Zoom? I got to maximize my time. In person is where it's at, but virtual, when you do it right, is good too. And so what happens is when I fill this out, I see, wow, I'm really good at selling. I'm really good at doing the coupon club, but man, I'm not good at booking the next appointment. Or, ooh, I'm really good at selling and the next appointment, but I'm not booking the coupon club. Right? Because what does this do? It doesn't lie. It shows you where your strengths are and it shows you where your weaknesses are. Let me show you what it also tells you. It also shows you what your average per face is. Okay. Which is the most important thing to know because you will know what your average sales are. Okay. And you can mark off your wholesale as you go. So, like, for example, if you sell, so for example, I sold 6,000, it was like $6,423 last month. Okay. So with 30 faces, I don't even think I saw a full 30 faces for my own personal ones, but let's just say it was. If 30 of those faces, let's not do 30. Let's say only 20 of them were new faces, right? I know it was more than that. If I divide that, that means my average per face was 321. You know how many people, didn't order? It's an average. So when you say, I need a brand new air conditioner and I need to come up with $8,000 to pay this off, we can figure out your average per face and know how, based on that, how many parties you need to have or faces you need to have, because it's mathematical, right? And then that takes the emotion out of it. Okay. So I want you to be thinking, like, what is the thing that you truly need for your family that you need to provide for them? What is it? Okay. All right. Feel good about that. And that's just scratching the surface. Write this down. Okay. And I'm going to text it out to you. And so is Lauren, a RSVP form, but I want you to write this down. Saturday, July 18th at 10 a.m. For those of you that are local, your option's local. It's coming to Christina's house, and we are doing a New Year Master Consultant Education Power Round. My girls that are out of state, don't worry about it. Y'all can Zoom in. Okay, my out of state people can Zoom in. After that, that's right. These credit cards have no chance after this show. Girl, I know. We got to be credit card debt free for the baby number 4. Okay. That will be here, after this baby number 3. Okay. So anyways, but literally, can I be late if I bring Costco? No, you cannot be late, and I will bring Costco chicken. Okay, we will have it. I love you. So and then it's 10 to 12, and then then your families are invited to come, and we're having a pool party barbecue. Okay, thank you to Christina Mundy and Pool Boy Bill. Okay, we had so much fun. It was so much fun. Okay, all right, everybody, good. You don't want to miss that, and then of course, you don't want to miss seminar. If you're not registered for it yet, you should be. It's like the deadline is happening. Okay. Like we gotta finish it all. Okay. And Randy's gonna be in the same time zone, so it's gonna be magical. Okay. So what I really want to dive in, a lot of you have already dived into this, but I want to go over the Points to Paradise program that Mary Kay has for us. Okay. It is pretty epic. And I want to go through what you have. And I want you to think, even if you're like, I don't care about Gucci stuff or I don't care about a cruise, it's not the it. It's what you build in the process and who you become in the process. Do we understand that? Shake your head. It is what you build and who you become in the process. This is how you build your customer base. This is how you build your team deep and wide. Points to Paradise made simple. Okay, so what are you working towards? Number one, your goals and dreams. That's the number one thing that you're doing. Number two, when you have 2,500 points, you can get Gucci sunglasses. If you don't like them, sell them for a couple $100 and you'll profit.
25,000.
Okay. Do what? 25,000.
25,000.
25,000. My bad. Level 2, 50,000. And some of you are like, I can't sell that much. You don't have to. You don't have to. And I'm going to show you. Okay. Level 3, when you have 75,000 points, you get all of them and a $2,000 Royal Caribbean cruise voucher to use for your family. Okay. Raise your hand if you could get excited about that. Can you get excited about being rewarded for doing the thing that you're wanting to do anyways, which is build your customer base and build your team? Okay. So here's the deal. While the prizes are credible, this challenge is about growing your business in the way that actually lasts, is what we're talking about. Here's how you earn points. Number one, for every dollar in retail sales, you get a point. So if you have a $50 My Shop sale, or you have a $50, they bought it off your shelf and you replaced it, $50 retail, okay, you get 50 points, okay? You must have a minimum of 10,000 points from this category, okay? Retail, not wholesale, okay? Debbie is almost done with that, BT dubs, okay? Team retail sales, this is where the magic happens. Say your team has $500 team production, you get an extra 500, okay? Each team member, okay? So say you're in your red jacket, and you have 3 team members, their 10,000 points goes towards yours. Okay. Guess what? You decide, you know what, Monique McIntyre, I want to be a team leader. I want to have a 13% commission check from the company. Okay. You want $650 or more, right? You want to have a rocking team. Well, guess what? When they do their 10,000 and you have 5 people, that's 50,000 right there that you have already completed with them, okay? And then when you debut as a sales director, you get an automatic 5,000. And those of you from last month that did 13 of the skin enhancers, you got an extra 500 points already. They're going to continue to give us extra points for different things, okay? So check this out. Ready? Why team building matters. At Mary Kay, we get to build your business your way. So here's what a thing. So for example, say you're a solo sailor and your personal retail from May 1st to October 31st. Okay, we're talking like May, June, July, August, September, October, 6-month consistency is 12,500. Red jacket energy, say you have a team member has 1, team member 2 has 6, team member 3 has 450. That's $10,450. And guess what? Your great start bonuses count towards this as well, because that's product going onto your shelf. Okay. If you're going to be in DIQ mode, director and qualification, like Christina is racing for right now, backed by action, say you have 8. This is in a scenario of 8 people doing a variety of production and retail sales, and that personal retail, that brings it to 7,150. Okay. Director status. Okay. Say you debut as a director by October 31st, and look at my eyeballs. Every single one of you, if you wanted to mentor and lead women with Lauren and I, if you wanted to do that, You 1000% can earn this cruise in a hot millisecond by building your customer base and team deep and wide. Okay. That means that just your DIQ team can get everything, and your personal retail would only be like 1668. Like, seriously, y'all. Okay. So it is only for consultants. Now, Path to Paradise for new consultants. Okay. All of your Great Start bundles go towards it. So, for example, we had some girls come in with a 600. They didn't get 1200, they got 1390. You see how this works? So, like, for example, Esmeralda, okay, is still in her Great Start period. Anella might be still in her Great Start period. So as they keep selling, they earn more bundles, they get more points, okay, which is awesome. When you have a Great Start team building person, you add a Great Start team member in your Great Start, you get an extra $256 and $240 in free product and a $50 bonus. It's insane in the membrane. Okay. So let's talk about the growth plan. Okay. Let your business build as your confidence builds. So, for example, say you have these monthly goals, you take a monthly goal and you break it into weeks. Okay. Okay. So look at this example of a $2,465 week. Okay. I hold a 6-person party and sell $613. That's 613 points. You got one Great Start team member from that was Great Start. You get an extra 1,390 points for that. Your second team member sells a repair set. She sold a repair set. Well, that's 230 for you. Okay. Your third member sells 2 miracle sets. Well, guess what? Look how this week you had one party where you sold 613, but you worked full circle and your people sold product. And guess what? You had a $2,465 week. You see how that works? So it breaks everything up. Okay. Now I have tons of trackers and everything for you. It's something that we absolutely can do, but I want to show you this, my friends. I want to show you where you are already, like where you all are already. These are the top 20 people so far. Okay. And you can go to InTouch and see your report, but these are the top 20 people so far. Okay. Debbie is already at 9,036 points. Ann Mixon, Christina Money, Kate Mills, Amanda, Beth, Esmeralda, Randy, Lucy, Yarrow, Tina, Jennifer, Becky, her name is Kate Ryder, but it's Catherine, Bonnie, Lauren, Jessica, Crystal, Angie, and Mary, all over 1,000 points. And we still have more people over 1,000, but I only did the top 20. Okay. So when I say you can do this, you absolutely can do this. Okay. Who can get excited about rocking this out? Okay. What does it do for you? Like, y'all, for all except for one time in 63 years when we did the cruise where we earned the red challenge, building your team. Consultants have only in the history of Mary Kay been able to earn an actual, thank you for the team assist. Yes, see, dream team, hello, you should be racing together, okay? But like literally, y'all, consultants in 63 years have only been able to earn one trip, and it was the cruise. And now they have this for every beauty consultant. Directors can't earn it. How cool is that? Now the top director trip, your girl is never missing again. Okay, it is Italy. It's Italy. It's my number one place over Hawaii. So I'm going to Italy. I need a new vision thing in my bathroom, Randy. Okay, so we've got to make that happen at seminar. Okay, but literally, okay, look at this. I made my goal, my tracking board for my sales. Do you see this? I like to count down from 1,000 and then mark off thousands. My goal is to sell $3,750 this month. Okay. With my parties. Okay. Because my reorder business ain't going to be there. Although I already had a couple reorders, which they just, they didn't order in June, like these people. But for example, Christina King, I didn't extend the sale, y'all, because like I did massive communication. Okay. She just wasn't ready. So she ordered $100. So I wrote down what I need to do now. And I'm going to mark it off every time I go, right? Because I have to have a visual, because when you mark it off, you get to win. Okay. So who's excited about Points to Paradise? You should be. You should totally be excited. And here's what I want you to do. Put your hands on your heart. If you did not sign up for the hostess contest, you need to have a conversation with me or Lauren because we have a secret way of getting you in that I cannot say on this recorded line. But there's a secret way, and I'm going to tell you right now that that program is going to build your customer base deep and wide. It is going to build your customer base deep and wide, and be on the lookout for a Voxer group for just those people. Okay. July vacation is over, only a lot of time. Yes, it's amazing. Like you schedule, you get to decide. Okay. All right. So we're going to do some recognition. Questions though, questions or comments, or who could, like, Debbie, tell me what you're excited about for Points to Paradise. And y'all can ask any questions too. Go ahead, Debbie.
I just think that gives a good incentive for being consistent. And you never know what'll happen to give you those points by your consistency. I had no idea I was earning points because of my team. I just hadn't really paid attention to it. And I had no idea that I was the top earner in our
You're
service
number
unit.
one. Woo! So
Never saw it, never knew it. So with just a little bit of consistency, you can get yourself there.
Yeah. Yeah. And y'all, go Google how much those Gucci glasses cost. Go Google how much that Gucci bag. I don't want no Gucci bag. I don't want no Gucci glasses. You know how many times I lose my glasses? But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell those. I'm going to use that to pay for our 20th anniversary and Adam's 50th birthday trip. Like, that's what I'm working towards. Okay. Also going to take him to Rome. Okay. All right. So I love it. Thank you, Debbie. All right. So as we move on, we are women of excellence rising daily to be our best. You have to track to know what your best was. We're doing it with unshakable faith and unstoppable action. We lead with purpose, ladies. We work with passion. And like Debbie just said, we work with consistency, and we serve with love, knowing that God is doing immeasurably more through us and in us, because this is our consistency breakthrough year. Okay. So I want you to take a snapshot of it. And if you want me, I can put it in the Voxer if you want, but it's just, reading this before you do your booking jam session, before you start doing something. What if you were to read this a couple times out loud? It gives you power. It gives you hope. It gives you motivation to declare who you are and what you're doing, right? It just makes everything so much better. Okay. So I love it. All right. Also, congratulations to Zoe Peterson. Y'all, I had to get a win today, and I called her and I was like, well, I texted her because she lives in Puerto Rico. And I was like, Zoe, I said, I am going to be a blessing ninja, and I need my very first team member, and I want it to be you because. And I told her how I believe in her. I told her what I think she should do, and she said, sure, send me the link. And she signed up right on the spot. You never know what somebody's praying for. There's no reason why every single one of you could not be in your red jacket, or even DIQ, to be honest with you, but your red jacket. Shake your head, yes. Red jacket is where it's at, and we're going to be talking a lot about it, okay? So welcome to Zoe. Congratulations to Christina, who's back as a senior consultant as an on-target red jacket. Woo! So exciting. And we have 2 red jackets back in the Miracle Makers. Congratulations. And to the mix-in, and our number 1 in the Points to Paradise, queen of the cruise, if you will, Debbie Sharp. Y'all unmute. Let's cheer, cheer, cheer. Woo! Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. I love it. All right, friends. Okay, so Debbie did this. So okay, cool. Y'all know I don't like recognition, but here's what I do want to tell you. I'm recognizing the Miracle Makers. Y'all were a circle of achievement unit with 350,000. You were a premier plus unit, like inches from Caddy, which Caddy's coming back. It's coming back, like, and we're gonna do it faster than lightning. And then I just want you to see, like, leading by example. Like, Lauren and I lead by example. And so, like, if I can earn a diamond ring, you can earn a diamond ring. And did I take that one? No, I took the cash. Okay. So anyways, it is all possible. Okay. Now, the support as shoulders, we're not done, okay? The goal is actually 300,000 with all of the Mary Kay world, and it is like pretty freaking awesome. So we are not stopping this. So if you did not do support a shoulder and you still want to, you should. I'm not stopping. You shouldn't stop. Our goal as a future glorious area is to bless 1,250. I don't know exactly how many because I need you guys to report it, but it's not on the form yet, but it's going to be on there. So we are still doing that. Send a text to your sales director if that's something that you still want to participate in. And as you already saw, let's raise the roof for our top 20 in the Points of Paradise. So excited. So exciting. Okay. Now, here is our July calendar, and I'm almost done, friends. Our July calendar. As you can see, working your business on your own is super important, right? But then we also have times where Lauren and I are here for you. Okay. And y'all, Lauren is on vacation right now with her family, but she's still here, but she's visiting her mom, but also gets to see her dad this time. So like she would be on here talking too, but she's got family. So she's in Detroit. So anyways, on Sundays, you either have me or Lauren, okay, for the rest of the month, Lauren, at 7 Eastern on Sundays that you can plug people into. You have Monday nights, glow facials on Monday nights with Lauren and I right after our success night. Okay, I moved our book 5 challenge by the 5th to be done by Tuesday at midnight because it was the holiday. It was the 4th of July and like it was over the weekends. Like who did stuff, right? I did not. Okay, so you can submit your numbers on the all things link and at the bottom. When you have bookings, you get to come to my house on Friday night or be virtual with us and have a $1 million champions night out /in. Okay, so it's going to be really fun. And then our goal is to do book 10 by the 10th, right? It's a program that we have. When you do 300 wholesale by the 15th, here's where the first Zoom is, and we're doing a peek into pink guest event. Now, here's what I wanted to tell you. We have a webinar. It is a webinar replay, which is live, but not really live, but it looks live for any of your guests that don't show up. You know, say you have like 15 guests coming to a virtual and like half of them come and the other don't. You can schedule those people at 10 a.m., noon, 7:30 or 8 p.m. Eastern any day for them to jump on and you're live with them in the chat, typing with them. But y'all, it's fast. It's 30 minutes. There's not going to be a ton of typing. Okay. But you call them as soon as it's over and you close them. So we'll be talking more about that. And then you see our Splash into the New Year workshop and pool party that we have with Christina, which is going to be so fun. So let's do some recognition. Congratulations, Christina and Lucy, who saw in the last week, saw faces, whoop, whoop. And our queen of faces was Debbie Sharp with 4 faces, y'all. And she used the webinar, right? She used the webinar. What was that like, Debbie? Share with us.
My people said it was fast, but they loved it because they have very limited time. It's hard getting everybody scheduled at the same time. So it was cool. I was in the comments and I was kind of like, when I knew they were probably a little bit behind, I would just say, okay, let me know when you're done and we'll move on to the next thing. And now you're all caught up, and it was really good. And then when I called her, then she could ask all the questions, and I got to actually talk to her a little bit longer because I could explain more without her just going, oh, well, I'll think more about it later. But she had a lot of questions because it went through so fast. But she loved it. It was great.
I love it. Yes, yes. And so it's a great tool for you to use. And congratulations, Queen Debbie. Points to Paradise Princess. Whoop, whoop. Okay, love it. All right. And weekly accomplishment sheet. Y'all, congratulations, Debbie, who booked that party, and she held that party in the same week, y'all. So cool. And our queen, I am so excited about this because she had a challenge for me, and she decided she was sick and tired of sitting on the sideline, just working her customer base. And she's ready to grow it, right, Kate Mills? Right, Robo? Tell mommy you're proud of her. She is our queen with a party and an additional Facebook. So, Kate, tell us why it was important for you to get off the bench.
I need to change my circumstances. Simple as that.
Yes, and it was scary, and she did it scared anyways. So stinking proud, y'all. Raise the roof for Kate. Woo! She was like in tears, scared. And then we're like, what changes when you get a no? Nothing. You didn't have them in the first, right, June? I know, right? Nothing changed except for the fact that you reached out to someone and you planted a seed. The Bible does not tell us that the harvest comes because of us. Our job is to plant the seeds. God takes care of the harvest, okay? All right. Congratulations, Brenda and Chris, who are signed up for seminar and turned in their weekly accountability form, okay? And we're just going to go on because guess what? We had girls that sold more than $100. So we don't even have a category there, okay? Let's hear it for Wamanda. Had a $196 week, and she is doing it for her trip to seminar. She is invested to come to seminar. She is driving from Houston, Texas to Florida. Anna and Beth Rosas. Y'all, if you are within driving distance, and that by that I mean 20 hours or less, you should come. You should come after work, June. It'll be great. Okay, so on the $200 week, let's hear it for Debbie Sharp. She got a new crown for her tooth that she's got to pay for. That stinks, but thank you, Pink ATM. Christina Mundy got a new dog, y'all. Her name is his name is Marlene. He's so cute, and it's $278 went to that. So she's gonna be selling a lot of Mary Kay to pay for that dog. Okay, but Bob now has a bestie. So Marley Bug is so great. And let's hear it now for Kate. She had a $350 week that went to paying off family debt. Like, how good does that feel to be able to give that to your family? Let's hear it for June Healy, y'all. $433 week. June, and you already heard from our sales queen. Like, she's amazing. Going towards the wedding debt that she paid. And look at that picture. It's so pretty. Like, look how good. I mean, her daughter is gorgeous, but look how gorgeous June looks. Like, June, what? That's like my new favorite picture of you. And y'all, look at this diamond bracelet. I promise we're almost done. It's just the first month. It's just the first meeting of the whole Mary Kay year. This diamond bracelet, every last one of you can earn. This is what we're racing for. It's not a diamond ring. It's a diamond bracelet. Mary Kay's never had that, but that's what's trending, which is so exciting. All right,
Isn't it a necklace?
Do what?
Isn't it a necklace?
It's a bracelet. Right, Randy? Right, Randy and Christina? It's a bracelet. Okay, yeah, it's a bracelet. I
Okay.
thought it was a necklace at first, but it's a bracelet. Y'all, look at Randy. Randy with the $970 week, y'all. Raise the roof, paying for seminar because she's traveling from Washington State, y'all. Like, and honestly, y'all, she's gonna be like uber pregnant when she comes down. She's due in October, yet she knows the value of being there. She's going to be living in the pool. We're going to have a lot of training outside by the pool. Okay, it's going to be great. All right, and then our queen, who is not here tonight, and that's okay, is Lucy. Lucy was sitting on the bench, and then she decided it's June 30th. I got to do something. So what did she do? She reached out to her client. She saw a face, and she sold $1,273 to pay for seminar and work on her student loan. Can we raise the roof, unmute, and cheer our ladies on? Like, so proud. Now, there's a lot of you that did not fill this out. Make sure you do, okay? Because we want to include you. Our Power Up Achievers, Ann, Amanda, Debbie, Yara, Christina, Bonnie, Esmeralda, Kate, Lauren, Lucy, Beth, okay? And then we had our Rise and Radiate people that went anywhere from 4 to 6 months. So get excited for your prizes that are coming. Congratulations to our $1 million achievers last month that threw themselves over the line and were all in for June. Let's hear it for Ann and Debbie and Kate, Christina, Esmeralda, Amanda, and Yara. Woo! So fun. That right there, this right here is at Cadillac Units. And then here's the deal. Star, we talked about that. This is the Star outing, and I'm going to tell you the virtual. Okay, so the Star outing is we're going to Dilion Springs State Park pancake breakfast and boat tour. You sit at this table, we make pancakes together. It's so fun. We can swim in the springs, and then the top 5 stars are going to earn a private airboat ride. Okay, with airboat and gator charters, where you go and see the manatees up close and personal, see the alligators. It's going to be so fun. Okay. My out of state girls. Okay. You get an outing, you're getting a gift card to do an outing, a date night, a bestie day, or a family day. You're getting a gift card from me to go towards that experience with the people that you love. Okay. Raise the roof if you're excited about being a star, because our goal is no less than 15 stars in each unit. In fact, we really want more than that, but our goal is to hit that first. Y'all, congratulations. Look at this. Left to finish the star, and we've only had this star quarter for like less than like 20 days. Like, I mean, seriously, like, what is happening right now? So excited and so proud. So how do you become a star? We're going to give you a tracking sheet for that, but $300 weeks, $400 weeks, $500 weeks, $600 weeks, $800 a week. Y'all, a tracked number is what grows, my friends, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. All right, so I'm so excited for you. Here's what I want you to do, okay? I'm going to put in the Voxer group, listen, Voxer is a #1 place that I'm going to be communicating, and Lauren will be communicating nonstop, okay? That's where we're going to communicate the most. And so I will give you a link for our glorious area Voxer. I will give you a link for just Miracle Makers. Leading by Faith will just have the Leading by Faith one too, but we're going to have subgroups as well for those of you that want more. So if you're like, I want to be a star, I want to be a star, Monique. I want to build that deep and wide. I want you to send me and Lauren a text message. If you want to move up the career path and you want to bless other people and be a red jacket or higher, I want you to text me and tell us that, okay? Because we are going to be working inward with you guys really closely. So I'm excited. Are you excited? It's going to be so much fun. And there's the next Voxer group that's starting tonight, though, is going to be our seminar group. Okay. So if you want to be in that, you better just tell me. So remember, $100 deposit is all you have to have in right now to secure your spot. But then the $200 balance is on July 14th. Okay. So I'm excited. I believe in you and I love you. I'm going to pray us out. So here we go. So dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for your blessings, Lord. That finish was insane for both units to literally have the best month ever. Lord, it was so fun to watch these consultants grow, these consultants to stretch and to work together. Lord, we give you all the honor and glory. And Lord, as we move forward in July, I pray that you give us wisdom and discernment and give us courage to dream big, courage to believe in ourselves and know that we will back our dreams and goals that you put on our heart with action, Lord, as we bring glory to you. But help us to have clarity on where you want us to win. Help us to have the best July ever, Lord, as we are helping people know that they are loved and valued and worthy, and that help us to be in the field, helping people, helping to grow them, and helping them to know how beautiful and valued and worthy they are. We just praise you and we thank you in your precious name. Amen. All right. I love you guys. I'm so stinking proud of you. I cannot wait